There we go. There we go. All right. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. Okay. So first, before we dive into this, a 90-day self-assessment that I'm going to be talking about tonight, which is basically like a mini life coaching session. I heard it on a podcast. I thought it was brilliant, and I took a lot of takeaways from it. And I thought this is the perfect thing for me to share with my team, because I think anybody can use these tools. So it's incredible. But first, I want to talk all about how amazing and how stacked the incentives are this month. And I want to really go over them, clarify them, make sure that you guys know exactly what is on the table, because it is a lot. Okay. So first of all, anyone who was close to Dominican last month who didn't get it, they opened up Dominican for this month. So you can qualify still for Dominican. I don't know if you all knew that, but they have extended it one extra month. So you can qualify for Dominican. If you've already qualified, you can't qualify for, more. Like you can't qualify for tier 2 or 3 if you had only qualified for tier 1. Just wanted to clarify that as well. But that's so freaking exciting. Yes, Lisa, you got this. Go for it, especially if you were close last month. That's why I was on the director call earlier today, and that's why they extended it, because they saw how many people were so freaking close. And I think, in fact, I'm confident with the incentives that we have in August for PV and all of that, that a lot of people will be able to earn both Dominican and Vegas and make it a double whammy. So let's talk about, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, hang on here. That's not the right piece of paper. Here we go. Let's talk about Vegas qualifications. So for Vegas this month, no matter which rank you are, and I didn't know this until yesterday, no matter which rank you are, you only need 1200 PV. Even MMB pluses, you only need 1200 PV in the month of August, which will automatically qualify you for 2 months. You need to qualify for 5 out of the 6 months to get Vegas, but that's going to give you 2 months right away, right off the hop. Then all you need is 3 additional months. So that is amazing. If you are MMB plus, okay, if you're already MMB plus, you will need 2000 PV moving forward after August. You will need 2000 PV a month to qualify for Vegas. So ramp it up. Make sure you're working your personal business. The Vegas trip is all about bringing it back to basics, bringing it back to working your personal business. Okay. So showing up for your VIPs, talking about the products, being really intentional with the people that you're reaching out to, making sure you're touching base with people who may have shown interest in the past, because as you guys know, a lot of times it's a no, and then it's a yes. Okay. So you need to stay consistent. You need to keep touching back and touching base with people. All right. So, make sure for the 1200 PV, 600 PV of it has to be from customer orders. So you can't just go and place a 1200 PV order and call it a day. No, first of all, if you were going to do that, you could just book yourself a flight to Vegas. So you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, make sure you're doing 600 PV in actual sales. Okay. Market Partner Academy incentive. If you guys didn't see it on Shampoo Society, I just know there's so many things going on, so I want to make sure you know. If you complete Market Partner Academy by August 10th this month, Shampoo Society, all the mentors and directors in Shampoo Society are giving away, you're going to be entered to win business cards, your own personalized business cards, plus a tripod and a remote. The remote is like a little click thing that you can use to take photos with your tripod without having to go and actually like set the self timer and all that jazz. So that's really awesome. That's a little biz booster kit. And literally all you have to do is take Market Partner Academy. Now, when I was a new Market Partner Academy did not exist. So you better believe your girl did not take Market Partner Academy and still hasn't. And I'm a freaking director. So there's no excuse for me either. I've also got to do the challenge, but I don't think I get to win the tripod. So what next? Your only for yous, just gonna break that down quick. Champ Dry Shampoo, the Renew and Replenish Mask Duo, and the Night Haven Overnight Cream. Those are your 3 OFY options. Now we're going to talk about the PV challenge, and then I'm going to get into all the other good stuff. So the PV challenge, Elevate and Accelerate. Exceed your July PV by 500 PV or more. Okay, so it's not just hit 500, it's exceed your full July month by 500 or more and receive an incredible product bundle. So that's the, if you hit it by the 15th, you're going to get Sunveil, Rejuva-Beads, Black, C Radiance, Blowout Cream, and Night Haven, all full-size products, literally for free, sent to you. That's like a product pack, okay? That's unfreaking believable. If you extend it, if it goes past the 15th and then you get your increase of 500 PV, they're going to send you Sunveil, Rejuva-Beads, Black, and C Radiance with a $291 value. So either way, it's thebomb.com. But the sooner you get that PV, the better. And Money is setting us up for success with this wicked flash sale that we just had, and that's on until midnight tonight. And a little birdie told me that we might have something dropping this weekend too. So not wellness, don't get excited. It's not wellness. We will tell you, we will know in advance likely when wellness is coming. So don't get your hopes up for that, but it is something awesome. So just, keep your ears to the, I don't know, grindstone? Is that what it is? I'm so bad. I'm so bad with freaking figures of speech. It's so funny. Anyways, okay. So if you're, just to clarify, if your PV was 0, like if you were an inactive market partner in July, you can get just 500 PV to qualify. If you are a new market partner, you just joined this month and you got your product pack. So let's say you got the 250 product pack, you already have 200 PV from that product pack. All you need is 300 PV. That's like 3 sales. That's you reaching out to 3 people and telling them about the products. That's incredible. So you can earn all those extra products. This, in my opinion, this is better than the booster kits, because not only are you getting these incredible products, you're also getting commission on those sales. You're boosting up your business and you're going to feel damn good about it. It's a huge boost. And the PV was not great, guys, in July. And I'm speaking for myself too. Some of you, maybe it was a great month, but I know a lot of us really struggled. And a lot of us, I think, really struggled to show up for ourselves in July. We were like back visiting family and things were opening up. Things have opened up, right? It's very exciting. So it's hard to stay completely plugged in, especially to the virtual thing that we've been doing for a year and a half without like freedom. So they unleashed the beast last month and we were all out there and not really plugged into our business as much. So August has really like brought us back and given us the little kick in the pants that we need. So let's move into this 90-day self-assessment. I'm super excited about this. This is something that you can use as a self-coaching tool, tool every 90 days, and you can come back to it. You can come back to it as often as you want, but the suggestion on the podcast was every 90 days. So often we coast through life without bringing a deeper awareness to where we're actually at. How many of you feel like lately you're just kind of coasting along, or that in life in general, we can become really complacent? You know, you can be in a job or even being a mom and like things can just kind of just be a little bit mundane, and we're not really bringing a deep awareness to how we're living our daily lives. How many of you feel that? I'd love to see little engagement in the chat. I can clarify some stuff at the end about Vegas and the PV challenge. Yeah, I mean, I feel that for sure. Sometimes I coast along through life and I'm not really bringing intentionality into the days, the moments, the hours, like, it can be months on end where things are just like that. We're just coasting along. Um, so this assessment tool is really going to help you bring awareness. It's going to allow you to self-reflect. And I think it's so important to acknowledge our past, our present, and our future. Like, really look back and really think, where was I then? Where am I now? The only way you can really live your life in gratitude is looking at life in the big picture and seeing, like, where was I before? Who was I then? Who am I now? Who do I want to become? What are my plans? And it takes that self-reflection. So that's going to allow you to really assess, am I growing or am I going backwards? Because if you're not growing, trust me, you are backsliding. You are going backwards, or you're just stagnant, which I don't know about you guys, but I need to be growing to feel fulfilled. We are meant to grow as human beings. We are meant to age. We're meant to grow. We're meant to evolve. So if we're not evolving, we just can become bored and stagnant and frankly, not fun to be around either. It's like, wow. That's why you sometimes look at a relationship, let's say marriage. We hear marriage gets boring and blah, blah. It's because we become complacent and we stop growing. Okay, so let's talk about the 5 categories that we are going to use to assess ourselves. Okay, this is where you want to write down your notes. So number 1 is health. Number 2 is career. 3 is finances, and these are in no particular order of importance. 3 is finances. 4 is spirituality. We're not going to get so deep on the spirituality because everyone's spirituality is different. That can mean God, that can mean the universe, that can mean whatever it is for you. That's what spirituality is. So you get to define this. And number 5 is relationships. All right, Charlie boy, you come in and then you chill out. And so you are going to create a scale from a 1 to 10 for each of these categories. So define yourself. You have to define for yourself, what am I at a 1 on this scale? 10 obviously being the best, the most aligned, the most whatever, the healthiest you are. And when I say healthy, guys, just so that you know, I'm not talking about you in a bikini and this and that. Like, I know what women, we're hard on ourselves, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about overall health. You get to define what that means for you, okay? So define it for yourself, what a 1 is for you and what a 10 is for you at the most extreme cellular level. Okay, what would it be like? Because none of us, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'll speak for myself. I'm not a 10 in any area of any of those areas. We are supposed to continuously be a work in progress. So if you're rating yourself a 10 and everything, then you're basically saying, like, I don't need to improve. I'm the best. I'm the best of the best that I can possibly ever be. And we're just not. We're always wanting to be. Oh, thank you. All right, well, I'm going to go now. I'm just kidding. So I really want you guys to take time with this exercise. It's not going to take you 5 minutes and you're okay. And number 1 is this, and a 10 is like, I'm just perfect and this and that. No, I really want you to dig deep and really embody, step into what it would feel like to experience being at that 10 level. Where would my life be 5 years from now if I were showing up as a 10 every single day in this category for the next 5 years? I mean, that would probably be exhausting, right? But we can't always be at a 10 every single day. But what would my life look like? And how am I going to bring more intentionality into being this better version of myself? How am I going to grow today? How am I going to evolve today? And if you're somebody who journals every day, this is a great one to do. I do not journal every day. I would like to get into it. That's something I definitely will be putting into my spiritual category. Okay. So yes, I'm going to repeat the categories again. So the categories are health, career, finances, spirituality, and relationships. Yeah. So I'll give you an example for me for relationships. All right. When you think about relationships, obviously this is not you and your partner. It is you and your partner, but it's also you and your kids, you and your parents, and relationships are freaking complicated. I don't think I've ever met a human being who's like, my family's perfect. Everyone's like, oh, my family's crazy. We all have that. Okay. We just do. It's just, unless someone write in the chat, my family's perfect, and I probably won't believe you because it's just, everyone's got their own baggage. Everyone has their own family story and history and all these things. So I really want you to really take time, dive into each of these categories. Like, I know for me, there are areas of my life and there are people in my life that I really want to build my relationships. And also when it comes to relationships, it could be assessing like, what kind of relationships do I want to get rid of or, push to the side if I'm going to become a 10 in this area, if I am going to continue to grow and evolve as a human being. So this is really going to require that deep level of honesty. And then moving forward, once you define what the one is, oh, thank you. He's like put his little baby and his toys up here. Once you define what that one is and what that 10 is, rate yourself obviously on that scale. Where am I? What does this mean? Let's say I'm a 6 in my spiritual journey. What are the things that I need to do? What are the things I need to work on in this area to just get a little bit better every day? How can I evolve as a person in the next 90 days to get myself from a 6 to a 6.5 or a 7? We're not expecting ourselves to become a 10 overnight. We're not expecting, leaps and bounds. I don't think that's fair to ourselves to expect that. Like, I'm not going to have a 6-pack in a few months. That's not realistic, not for me. But, we get to define what that is for us. What else? Oh, does this goal, so every day you have to think, is this action that I'm about to take, or what does my day look like? What do these actions look like in my day? And is this action and are these actions in alignment with the way I want to show up and with who I'm going to be in the next 90 days and who I'm planning on evolving into? And also, having said that, do my goals match my commitment? Do my goals match my commitment? Or do I need to take it up a notch in certain areas? Do I need to, obviously we know how this could pertain to Monat, but even when it comes to relationships, it's like, okay, if things aren't going great in your marriage, or if you're struggling with certain things, I mean, I'm not saying that's me, but maybe you haven't spent time with your spouse and you're struggling, your relationship isn't a priority, you've got kids and all these things. It's like, maybe I need to really think about how I'm going to bring my relationship up to a 7, up to an 8, reconnect with my partner, and that kind of thing. Okay, stop tooting on me. You don't come up here and steal my drinks and steal the spotlight. Really? Okay, maybe you do. Anyways, guys, this was really everything that I wanted to say. I know, he just came on here and is just tooting on me. What's going on? Freaking mom life, I swear to God. Anyways, that is everything I really wanted to talk about and dig into. That's why I was saying I didn't want to make this a crazy long call. Look at us, 25 minutes in. But I would love for you to do this for you. This is for nobody else. That's why I was saying, like, be really, really honest with yourself. You don't need to share this. You don't need to, this is really about you having a deeper conversation with yourself, a real, like, real talk, you know, be almost an observer of yourself. Try to look at yourself from the outside. And that can be a little scary, especially for me. I'm like, oh shit, I napped until like 12 o'clock today. Like, probably should have been doing this or that. I went for a walk today, guys. No joke. I went for a walk today and my butt like hurt from walking. And it wasn't a long walk. It was like, I walked like down the street. I'm like, okay, this is a bad sign. Like, I need to move my body. Seriously, my butt hurt. Oh man. Anyways, so yeah, just it will require a level of honesty with yourself. And I'm actually so excited. I still haven't done this. And coming on and talking about this makes me really feel like I need to be accountable. I'm gonna go and do this exercise. I'm gonna start tonight. I'm not gonna finish tonight because this is gonna take a few days of real work for me to write all these down. So I really hope you guys got something out of this. I am super excited about August. Sophie and I have so many awesome calls planned for you guys. She's going to be taking over the call next week. And then I'm going to take on the call 2 weeks from now, and then she's going to take on the end of month call. So it's awesome. I mean, yeah, we just have a lot of things ramped up for you. And I like July was one of those months for me that was like, so, ooh, actually like literally just spat everywhere. so I feel like reinvigorated, re-energized, and so excited to be here, so excited to show up. And yes, actually it was the Mommy Millionaire podcast. And I think it was called Your First Life Coaching Session. It was one of the more recent ones. I listened to it, I think, a week or so ago. Yeah, Mommy Millionaire. To be honest with you guys, not my favorite podcast of all time, because sometimes she can be hard to listen to. That's just my opinion. But some really good tangibles sometimes, some really good golden nuggets. So yeah, I really enjoyed that episode, and I thought this is what I really have to share with the team this month. To kick off the month strong. So let's crush it, get some rest tonight. Let's crush this weekend for all the things we have coming down the pipeline. And I'm just so excited and cannot wait to crush August with all of you. Bye guys, have a good night.